Welcome, Aries, to your February Astrodice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on. We do have that Mars still in retrograde. Okay, it's going to be there for the majority of the month. I think it does come out around the 28th, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's like then it'll finally go direct, and then we'll see what's going to happen, right? See how that's going to affect you. But for now, yeah, it's going to be a little slow in certain areas because of that Mars in retrograde. But it still has, some good things for you, right? As it's trekking through that Cancer, okay? That Cancer placement. So it started in Leo, it's now in Cancer. So, but we'll see what's going to be like. So let's go ahead and start that. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's get in here and see what's going on. Best message, please. Some Gemini energy coming out, going straight into the 8th house with some South Node coming out. Okay, so that South Node, guys, is going to be, let's see where my page is here. 1 second. It's a part of the moon. Where is it? There it is. The South Node represents the issues concerning your past karma. It is speaking of your unremembered past. Say, suggesting behavioral patterns that may have their roots in the past lives that are reactivated so that you may experience them again and bring them into resolutions. This is also a great time for those, past life videos, right? Getting into those regressions and all of those things. So if you ever do those, right? I don't know if I've done a past life regression yet video. Remembering your past life. I can't remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did already. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. But you can check out my second channel and see if it's there. For some reason, it does feel like I may have done that. But anyways, let's see. We have the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity, which we're going to use the Vesta for the North nodes and South nodes since we don't have that card. I wish this deck would have given us one, but they did not. So we just use her just so we have something to look at. Right? Even though that's a part of the sun, but it doesn't matter. It's still a part of your spiritual center and it's still a part of karma. Okay, so let's get in here to Gemini. Visuals are good, right? So for the visual aspects, here we go. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is a possible, bringing out that Gemini energy, saying, there's going to be some, a lot of communication going on when it comes to this South Node and really getting down to the roots of the situation. So there's definitely something there when it comes to the 8th house of your transformative area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So this could bring up a lot. These communications could bring up some intense emotions when it comes to this situation. I'm going to, hold on 1 second. It's also talking about deeply relating to another person. It transforms us forever. We are the sum total of all those whom we have shared penetrating emotions. The 8th house can also represent the area of your life where we succumb to the intoxicating love of another or where we abandon ourselves to passion and helpless acquaintances. Okay, so if we feel betrayed by the soul who shared those bewitching moments with us, the revenge, jealousy, or hatred could also be possible for this vulnerability can erupt into passion or a different kind and produce all kinds of destructive behavior. So you may feel like you're, surrounding yourself with someone who you might feel is a little destructive. Okay. The eighth house is a very interesting house, right? So this is intense physical relationships. For the sacred act of coupling, we are taken into intense primordial feelings that affect us deeply on an emotional level. Okay. It's also good for the eighth house, can also be that bitter divide, okay, of what inheritance is, your assets, things of this, these things as well, right? And that would be, of course, the shared resources, right? So if you're going through a nasty divorce, for instance, who's going to get the house, right? And somebody might be very bitter about how we're going to take care of our assets together after we are done with our divorce or this relationship, right? Even within not even being married, sometimes people get very upset about who's taking the dog. It's my dog, but the dog loves me more, right? So it doesn't even have to be marriage. It could just be how we're going to get through these times. So there is definitely something here about that. Or like I said, it could just be these intense emotions. So we'll find out what's going on. But this is definitely something that you have dealt with in a past life. So I do feel like this is a past life relationship that you're dealing with when it comes to this situation. If you're dealing with someone and you guys are doing the roundy round karmic, we have to get through this so that we don't have to do it again down the road in another life or down the road in this life, no matter how it is. Okay, so could be a lot of arguing about your resources. Getting straight into the situation. Situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. So we're talking about this imbalance that's going on over here, and there could be some excessiveness when it talks about the South Node over here. Needing some self-healing. And of course, we're also talking about healing those past as well. You're going to have some kind of a reckoning and awakening when it comes to the eighth house and where you're going to get your victory. There's something here that's actually going to call you forward, and you're going to feel like this is the absolution to the situation, where you do feel like you are getting the victory from the eighth house. So if you are, doing something that has to do with shared assets and resources, you do feel like you are getting that victory. Maybe you didn't get the house itself. Maybe they wanted the house and you're like, no, we're going to put it up for sale and we're going to sell it. And then we're going to take the money and split it, right? And it does feel like that would be the winning case, right? So take that how it resonates. Whatever it was that you're looking for, that that's the win. That was what I wanted. Okay. So it does feel like that's exactly what's happening there. Whatever mishaps were going on within the situation, you are definitely getting what you wanted to happen. It's already, making that progress. It's almost like we're finding the stable ground to the situation one way or another, and it's healthy for both parties. Okay, so, but there's a lot of intensity over here, but it also feels like there's, I've kind of lost my patience on this, so I'm hoping this comes through, because it does feel like there is a little impatience to waiting for this overall victory to just kind of be done, right? I want this over with. Absolutely. So there's going to be some news coming in that you are getting your victory. Okay, so this is going to allow you to have new communications throughout that Gemini coming in with that communication. That's going to allow you to release that restless energy that you've been holding on to when it comes to this delay or mishap within the eighth house. Okay, so when it talks about those intense emotions, it's talking about, yes, finally, right? Finally, those I can settle down. I can actually probably sleep at night knowing that these things are happening for me. So there is definitely some kind of eagerness to want to rush forward to get this done, as you are finding this stable situation coming towards you the way you want it to. So that's very good. You're going to get that phone call that, hey, you know what, everything's moving in the way that you would like it to happen. Okay. So that's very good. That's probably the best thing you can have right there is that awareness. Going straight into the mid-month over here, you do have the Ace of Cups. There's that justice where I didn't feel things were justified and balanced. Like I said, some of you are definitely going through a divorce. It does look like they're trying to challenge, though. Wow, it looks like they're still trying to challenge you. Even though you found your peace, they're still trying to challenge you. Mm-hmm. It could even be still trying to challenge the court system. They don't like the outcome. So whatever is going over here, okay, there's some kind of outcome, that there's some kind of intense emotions, but you're definitely loving where you're going because you're saying it doesn't matter what you're thinking. It doesn't matter what you think is unfair. It doesn't matter what you think is happening, right? It's already done. It's already over with. So your self-confidence is already there, but they're definitely trying to challenge that. Oh my goodness, yes. They're trying to argue their points. But that's just not going to work, guys. It's already done and over with, right? It's already done. So it does feel like they're trying to cause a conflict with you when it comes to this situation, but it's already been done. So you're going to have the happy surprise over here. The happy surprise is that no matter what they're bringing back to the court system or whatever they're trying to balance out in their favor is not going to happen. Okay. Your persistence is going to continue on. So it says just savor your energy because there's no reason for it. You have what you want. Okay. So you definitely have the opportunities coming towards you. They're not going to, they're not going to get away with this. Okay, so yeah. And even if it's at the workplace and it has something to do with intense emotions and you just got a promotion or a step up in your workplace, let's just say that, it's the eighth house is just the intense emotions itself. And it's nothing like that, because there's so many of you. It's just saying that whoever's trying to get away with something, they're not going to get away with it. Okay. If there's jealousy or trying to throw you under the bus about the situation, it's like the boss already knows what's going on. So it's like the boss is saying, don't worry about that. You don't need to feel like you're in a challenge mode because I'm already taking care of it myself. I can kind of see what's going on within this situation. So definitely feeling like, the universe, not only is the universe on your side, but this person has your back, whether it's your lawyer, the judge, your boss. Okay, so however it is, okay, so whatever this personal transformation is that you're undergoing, um, it's definitely you're in the win zone to this situation. Absolutely. Absolutely. The end of the month, you are definitely going to get the news that's going to allow you to rest easy. And once again, this is going to be that news that nothing has changed. Nothing has changed at all. We have the happiness that they're not going to get their way. Maybe for some of you, you're used to this person getting their way. For some of you, but they're not this time. You could say they're always getting their way. They're always getting, and it's like, it's my turn to win. So however it is, it's like the universe has your back over here, this boss, whoever. Yeah. Oh, definitely. They're very upset about this situation. It's kind of crazy because with the Three of Cups over here too, I kind of see that if some of you are waiting for, child support over here and they're trying to, say this, that, and the other, and that they can't give to this child support or something like this and trying to, I don't know, manipulate the court system or however, that's for somebody. They're definitely not going to win. They're going to have to pay their dues. Okay, they're not going to win. They actually have to pay. And you're going to actually receive the money that's due to you. So if you guys are waiting for money, then that's definitely going to happen. I feel like no matter what, it's something that has to do with money, right? whether, whether it's an asset that's worth money, right? Whether it's material that's worth money or money in itself, it has something to do with money, for for all of you. So this is definitely where you needed to keep your patience and strength to really face this process, because this definitely still feels like a process that's been stalling for a while. Um, and even if this person is trying to throw you under the bus to make you lose your job, that's still a part of finance. Um, right? It's going to show what their attitude is. The boss is seeing their attitude through this situation. They see that they're trying to throw you under the bus, trying to make you look bad, as you're over here trying to, stand up for yourself. But no matter what, it's coming through that I see what's going on. That's, and that's the big piece of the whole puzzle here is I see what's going on, and it's going to be communicated that they do not worry about this. They are not winning this situation, right? So you can definitely see that it's all coming together in yeah, in your favor. Wow. So yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's like like I said, the universe has got your back over here. Wow. So let's get in. So there's no need to worry about that anymore. You're going to get the communication you've been looking for. It's like, it just feels like that Gemini, that Mercury is on your side. Okay. Be the camel. Trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. Yeah, you've got this. Yep. Very nice. And let's see what Spirit has to say over here. Card or so, please. Wow. Open your heart to joy. Yeah, it's coming towards you. Crossing that bridge, because you're crossing the bridge to exactly your treasure that you've been looking for your win. Okay, so everything is going to end up smooth sailing. So it's almost like as soon as the sale gets done, it's like your blessing, it's in your favor, right? So beautiful reading, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.